Hello brothers and sisters, my name is CB and you're watching Clean Games. Guys, it's Wednesday and Wednesday is another new show in the How to Be a Gamer series. It's called Audio Visual. That's right. Now, I would appreciate it if you actually go to click here, right around there should be a little eye icon that is a card you can click on and watch Mondays and Tuesdays episode. I'd appreciate that simply because you catch you up with what we're trying to do. That way you're fully enveloped on how to actually be a YouTube gamer. Now, past that, audio visual will be a little more on the technical side. Now, at first, I don't want to scare people off and they don't want to watch this. This is going to be tips and tricks that we can actually make the best experience possible on YouTube. So you have to do as little of this as possible. If you basically just can learn from templates, and then if you like something that we talk about, mention in the comments below and we'll talk about on the Friday show in more detail. Now the big thing I want you to understand though is this is this is going to be a slow burn. This is so everyone can learn. Even the slowest pace can learn to the fastest pace. Eventually we'll catch up to how good you are, but again, if there's any questions down below that you actually really want to know right now, we'll see if we can answer on Friday. Past that, alright guys, first thing we want to know is everyone asks, what editing software do I use? There are so many that I don't even want to deal with it. Seriously, there's about 15 editing softwares that you could use that you could technically work. So realistically, it doesn't make sense for the first episode to be about nothing but editing video. And there's about 100 videos that I could do on that, especially because I have an editing degree. Yeah. Past all that though, I want to talk about what we talked about on Tuesday, because we talked about the microphones. So I want to actually play this over. This is one of the biggest things that people have problems with. Now, one of the things, the best tip I can give you right now towards audio is you download a program called Audacity. Audacity is a program that lets you sweeten your audio. It also lets you actually save it, let you actually record it at a better level too, and we'll go over some videos. Is that I personally don't use Audacity because I use Adobe Audition, which was actually included in my suite when I bought Premiere when I was working for a wedding company. So I actually still have that, the CS6. So I won't be able to help extremely well, but I will do my own research, and I have an intimate knowledge of what I need to know from Audition. Maybe I can transfer that over to Audacity, and that's kind of where my head's at towards this series. We're going to go through Audacity just to basically learn just to sweeten our audio as possible, because even nice microphones, guys, even good $120 to $200 microphones, when the process comes of actually editing it out, it's something that you should always go back and sweeten up. Now, does that mean that you need to pluck it through with a fine-tooth comb and spend 6 hours editing every single, Let's Play? No, it does not mean that at all, because that will take a legitimately crazy amount of time to do. You burn yourself out and you stop doing it, and it's not worth it. People really don't care as much about your P's and your B's as much as you think they do. Audio nerds do. If you are an audio nerd, you will care. I promise you, you will care. You'll hear every single little you'll hear it, it'll bug the crap out of you. That's not everybody. I'm sorry. Most time when I was editor, I would know every single frame and how bad it was, and I'd watch, and people would watch it and be like, I didn't see nothing. What are you talking about? Because they're into the movie I'm making, they're into the clip. They don't see it. I've invisibly. And so that's the same with the audio people. They hear all these. They hear like, oh, this is off, and this is off. This is terrible. And no, don't get caught up in that. This series is about learning the basics, then the intermediate stuff, and then we learn the advanced. We all learn together on a nice little road trip. There we go. So, first of all, I want the homework assignment for this week. Download Audacity, okay? And if you are lucky enough and actually have Audition, please raise your hand and let me know. And if there's a program you also want to discuss down below as well that you currently don't know about, put in the comments and we'll talk about that and let me know. We'll talk about everything. But guys, you guys have all been great. Make sure to do your homework. We'll come back again next week, and we'll talk more about Audacity. We'll get more of the brass tacks on that, and that goes, and hopefully some information in between was good for you as well. But guys, come back again tomorrow. Talk to you again. Bye bye.